And their last two, beating both Crystal Palace and West Brom 1-0.
Come on, Charlton! Come on, Charlton!
We got 5 games in 13 days, which, with the squad we got, it's going to be very hard. But a little bit of luck and the boys scoring, we could do good.
3 points tonight, 3 points against Birmingham, 3 points against the Palace. If you get Arsenal match, you don't get nothing there anyway.
Both sets of fans then expecting a result. Confidence born of the two clubs' highest ever finishes last season. A victory for Charlton would lift them to 7th and maybe even spark a few thoughts of a place in Europe. And it was the home side that made the brighter start.
Murphy. And it's Thomas, and it's 1-0 to Charlton.
Jerome Thomas celebrating his new contract with the second league goal of the season. 1-0 at half-time, and El-Karkouri's men look to double their advantage after the break.
Here's Murphy. Still Murphy! Oh, it's hit the post.
Chris Coleman urged his team forward in search of an equaliser, but Charlton were keeping them penned inside their own half. Thomas was proving a thorn in Fulham's side, and the former Arsenal trainee was eventually halted by Liam Rosignol.
Murphy, and it's 2, and El-Karkouri just glanced the ball on.
Talal El-Karkouri's header too strong for Edwin van der Sar. With 24 minutes still remaining, Fulham had plenty of time to salvage something from the game, and they soon dragged themselves back into the argument.
McBride, the follow-up from Radzinski, 2-1.
Second half substitute Tomasz Radzinski with his second league goal for Fulham, but it was little more than a consolation for the Cottagers, whose 2-1 defeat leaves them just 4 points above the relegation zone. That makes it 9 points out of 9 for the Charlton fans, who'll hope for more of the same against Southampton, Everton, Arsenal and Blackburn over the holiday period. And no time for Charlton to rest on their laurels following that victory. Tuesday morning and the first team squad was already back at the club's Sparrow Lane training ground. With 4 games in 8 days, the win against Fulham was the perfect foundation.
It's important to win like the home games, and especially against the lower teams. And I find we put off a great performance yesterday. It wasn't maybe the best football we played this season, but everybody was fighting, and we got the result we wanted.
For Dennis Rommedahl, Charlton's Danish winger, the Christmas games will be a novelty. Having started his career in Denmark, he then moved to Holland. Both countries have a winter break in their domestic campaigns. And for the players, family, not football, takes precedence.
In Holland, you always have a winter break holiday for 2 or 3 weeks. I go to my family, celebrate Christmas and New Year's Eve, and now I'm just playing football and training and everything. So it will be like a new experience, and hopefully it will be a good one as well.
Hopefully Charlton's recent resurgence will rub off on Rommedahl. It's been a difficult start at the Valley for the Dane. Just 1 goal this season, albeit the last-minute winner against local rivals Crystal Palace. A vital goal not only for the club, but also the player.
It was important for me, always important, to get the first goal for the new club, and I knew it was a local derby, and it's like in Holland as well. The local derby is counts for a little bit extra, and when you score the winning one in like the last minute, people were talking about a hero or whatever, and yeah, it gives you a nice feeling for sure. Yeah.
Rommedahl was one of 4 high-profile signings made during the summer, and the jury is still out on El-Karkouri's acquisitions. Remember, Charlton don't have the spending power of some English Premier League clubs, but the manager will tell you that his new players have helped the club to a very healthy mid-season position.
If I'd have kept Scott Parker and Klaus Jensen and then spent 6 or 7 million, then I think people could look at us a little bit differently. But you know, there's about 5 or 6 clubs in the Premiership who add to their squad, and mainly the rest of the clubs replace.
Charlton kick off the holiday fixtures with a visit to Southampton. Back in August, the two sides shared the points in a drab goalless draw. Both clubs want all 3 this time around, and for vastly different reasons.
If you're not doing your best on the day, you can lose against everybody, and yeah, and we have to win at Southampton, I think, because if we can do that, it's a great step to the next year.